Okay, intro.
Intro. All right, y'all.
Okay.
We back in the lab. We back in the studio. I'm Rob. He's Rick. What's good?
What's goody, bro?
Same shit, different day.
I hear you.
It's Captain's Law podcast and
Yerp.
YouTube show. I want to thank everybody for coming to stop by and food with us this evening. Got two young ladies on here from the Oouu Podcast, Miss Danielle, aka Danies,
Hey, y'all.
and Miss Parita, aka Re. How y'all doing this evening?
Ladies.
Hey.
Very good.
We
It's episode
good.
85, so
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah, we getting up there. We getting up there.
Mm,
It's been a long road, Daddy. We had a couple of talks, so
Mhm.
it's been a very long road. And I know we were trying to get the logistics aired out for a while to get you guys on here, so we can just talk a little bit.
yes.
So we're gonna give the floor to you. Can you guys just give us a brief introduction to who you are?
Of course. So I'm Danies again, and Ree is right there up top, and we make the dynamic Doobie Raps
Doobie Raps
duo.
duo.
I like
Yes.
that. I like that. I like that.
From the Oouu Pod, which stands for Overly Obsessed,
Overly Obsessed.
Unsung and Underground. So that's OOUU. That's what it stands for. Ooh. So yeah, we are just two best friends who came together, and we just have the common love of music, and we embrace our unsung and underground artists, and we have this platform to pretty much push their sound. And so yeah, we come together and talk about everything music culture, and yeah, it's been a good ride. We only have about like 10 to 12 episodes a season, and we already are on our fourth. So
That's what's up.
yeah.
Congrats to that.
Good.
Congrats
That's
to
good.
that. Now,
Thank
off the wall
Thank you.
question, where did the name come from? Like, who came up with that? What's the story behind that? Like, what's the deal?
So what happened was Danny's actually had a dream, and we love underground artists. So she had a dream one day, popped up and was like, girl, we should start with, overly obsessed, unsung and underground. I'm like, that's it right there, because we love unsung and underground artists. So
So it
that's
came to
where
you
it
in a
came from.
dream. Wow, that's crazy. That's what's up. Hey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then with the catchy sound. So when she told me that, I was like, ooh, and that's the way it came from.
All right, I see it. Okay.
That's sweet. All right. So let's just get into the podcast and tell us about your podcast. Like how did it get started? You told us the name, but like just walk me through like, what I'm saying, what happened after the dream and coming up with the name, and then what happened after that?
Of course. So, many people have kind of like started doing their own thing during COVID because we ain't had nothing but time. So it definitely was birthed during that time. And I don't know if you guys agree, but it was a renaissance for a lot of people,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, we were just talking, and we always, for those people that don't know, we're long distance. So best friends long distance. I'm in New York. And Parita, she's in Maryland still. And, we just came together and we're like, we're not there together, but we can still do something virtual and just talk to the people. And we always actually talked about being in communications and having like our own radio show. It's just a dream of ours. And we were like, let's go ahead and do this thing. So, through a lot of research, YouTube University, we learned.
Oh, man.
Yes.
YouTube University is
Yes.
our friend, honey. Okay.
PhD over here. You understand me?
Yeah, we learned a lot. So yeah, we just like did it. We just got on. It was like
We
look,
did it
let's
one
buy this
day and it
equipment.
was just a wrap.
Yeah. But for the
that's
most
what's
part, the show again is all about the love of music. And this is stuff we talk about every day when we speak to each other. What new songs is coming out, what you listening to, what I need to be listening to. And for real, we always had this, Parita tell you, we always had this thing where we get a little upset when the underground people get bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, dang, like everybody know them. They not the same.
Like, you want them to get bigger because that's their main goal, but you want to keep them to yourself because that's like your baby. Like, No, we known them when they were unsung and underground. So it's like you don't want them to go to that mainstream because then that's when it's like, they
You
play
know,
your song too much and it's just,
you know what? I actually want to ask who do you guys think like who was underground and is not now, and is like who you really really wish would have stayed underground? I got one.
It's so many.
I'm gonna say
First one that comes to your head.
Big Crit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
very true.
Big Crit shit was cranking. I
That's
was
very
like,
true.
yo.
That's
Yeah.
very true. Like
That's-
we still, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think like is it Forever and a Day, but one of them joints that I rock all the time is not accessible on like regular.
He put them on. He put them a bunch of them on Spotify, but
Yeah.
some of them don't sound like the original. They don't sound like
It never
original
does.
mixtapes. But the one he just came out recently it's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of undergroundish, but it's not there. So you guys' podcast niche is music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you add anything else in, or you just strictly sticking with that?
Well,
we strictly sticking with that. We do have our Saturday night lives where we're getting into a little bit of different topics during that time.
Okay.
But we strictly stick with music. That's definitely what we love to communicate about.
And then the further down the line, like if you guys really do tap in, it's mostly R&B and hip hop.
Exactly.
But sooner or later, you know, you'll see more from us in terms of different genres because both of us enjoy a lot of different genres. So,
exactly.
But for the most part, it is music, mostly hip hop, R&B.
All right, so you led right into the next question. So, what is your favorite genre of music to listen to? And then of that genre, who is your favorite artist?
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Daddy,
pick one.
Daddy, you go first because I have too many. I could never pick a person. I can't never just pick one.
Yeah, it's well, I'll tell you right now, it's R&B, and if you know me, you know me, and your wife know me. But Faith Evans is my all-time favorite. Like I love her. So that's my girl. She ain't really doing nothing now, but that's my girl.
Yeah, see with me, I'm oldies but goodies. Give me a little bit of Anita and yeah. Luther Vandross. Like, no, I'm not gonna go there, but
okay. What about you? What about you, Rick?
It is for me. It's hard because it depends on my mood, right? So based on my mood depends on what I'm going to play. So, for instance, in the morning, right? If I'm cool, calm, relaxed, and I'm trying to start my day, I'm listening to like stuff from like 60s and the 70s. Like my go-to first thing in the morning would probably be Smokey Robinson Cruising.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, or I might wake up and I'm like, you know what? I'm pissed off. I ain't getting no sleep. I'm about to play fucking Project Pat if you ain't from my hood. Like that's just how
you can get from around here.
So it just all depends. But my favorite genre is R&B. I can listen to R&B all day, but
that's me.
I can't pick an artist. For myself, is because I listen to an era, right? So like I'll listen to 70s or 80s R&B like and have it on repeat, or 90s, right? And just be good with that because I can listen to all of them. But
right.
And see, it's
hard for me to pick one. It's just hard for me to pick one.
That's
but I understand where
music.
he was coming from. Yeah.
That's the thing with music. That's why we can discuss it and have many topics or discussions with it because music stems. It can go through any topic, any phase. You sad, you happy, you mad,
you got
anything.
money.
You got a song for it. So anything that you discussing, anything you talking about, it's a topic.
Yeah, it's definitely you're definitely right about that one. What about you, Robert?
That's a great question. So I'm gonna say rap off Bucks.
Okay.
Specifically weed smoke rap.
Oh dear.
So this is my
talking about Wiz.
This is my Wiz Khalifa. This is my Larry June. This is my Currency. Top 3 right there.
Yeah. I
just because they all use the same producer. Cardo got wings. The beats be groovy. If I want an old 60, 70, 80 beat, not 80, 60 or 70, I'm gonna get it from them.
Right.
Honestly, honorable mention will be Go-Go. Because that's just how I came up. but because the go-go is not as readily accessible, and it's not being it's not being as produced as much as it could be, which is crazy. It's so much technology right now, but they don't be wanting to put the shit online. I'm like, bro, put it online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these younger bands, they you know, they doing YouTube's Long Live Go-Go, and you can go, and he's got probably 20, 30 videos of different bands doing live performances. Like, put the music out so we can support it. You know what I mean? You wanted to get
That's
past.
because there ain't no more PA Palaces around this.
That's true.
That's what the fuck that is.
But I'm like,
PA Palace gone.
but you would still I mean, I don't know the difference between stream to just selling CD ratio. I don't know which one is more profitable.
You get, of course, selling the CD.
Selling the CD is definitely getting profit.
Well, you can do both. I mean,
so this is a good point.
0.0001 cent for a stream.
So you're not getting any money.
All right. So based off what you said, right? So Go-Go's normally keeping it close shelf, live performances. You might get a YouTube video now and then. Now, based off what we were talking about earlier, is about keeping people underground and unsung, right?
Yeah.
Do you think if they were to go live mainstream like they could, do you think Go-Go would change?
It would be the most watered down shit ever.
All right, say less. Right.
Exactly.
As long as we're on the same page.
It would.
As long as we're on the same page.
I give you an example. Backyard. Hello.
What was wrong with it?
It's just a radio. It's just a watered down radio song. To me, it's watered down. I would, and no disrespect, please, any Go-Go bands listen. I would rather listen to Backyard, Hello, rather than listen to Mumbo Sauce, who was like really, really like
I would
mainstream.
But that's a generational thing.
It's a generational thing. I mean, just listen, the Go-Go thing is a whole different conversation. But I'm just like,
that'd be a whole topic.
I listen to the radio. I be mad. I was like, I don't want to hear Chris Brown again, dog. Stop playing the same
That's
shit.
What I'm saying. They play it over and over again.
I don't even listen to the radio.
They just play the people out and you be upset. Why do I have to keep on hearing that?
Same thing. All right, so live performance. Who you going to see? Live concert. One.
Look, all I heard was
I take that back. I mean, somebody who you've seen. What's the best live
Oh my
concert?
God. Oh my God.
The best live?
That's
just one.
Yeah, well, I'm already gonna say the Internet and Moonchild when they was together at
Fillmore. That was an amazing show. That was an amazing show.
Let me tell you, it was so good, and you would be so surprised how drunk I got at that joint. I
got her tore up. I got her tore up on the ride there.
I came home
proper pregame,
and my mom, she was watching my daughter, and she still to this day will tell me, Danielle, please don't ever get as drunk as you did that night, because your daughter was so scared, and we were so scared, and we was about to call the police.
It was all my fault. I'm so sorry, but we had a good time. That's all that matters. And you made it home.
Somebody got to turn up.
But I like it.
Everybody was safe.
Yeah, I love them because they're musicians. Like, I just love musicianship. Like, you could play instruments and multiple instruments, and you know, you got me.
Yeah, that was a great show. Okay. I'm trying to think who I've seen who was excellent. I would say, that show was amazing. And then they put on a really good show.
Same one. Okay, all right. Rick might come out of might surprise y'all with this one, but my favorite concert was a Jamie Foxx concert.
Oh, that man right there. He's just so talented.
Because he had not, I'm not gonna say local, but he had up and coming comedians, right, that were on the show. But then he also added his roles from his movies into the show. But then he also performed songs off his CD. So he did Ray, the whole nine. His voice is just amazing. He's just so talented. Period. Yeah, he is.
I would like for him to come out with another album.
I would too, because the first album was
what's the Intuition?
It was
Unpredictable.
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 Intuition was a song, right?
Yeah, that was on that album.
That was a good little album.
That was a great album.
In my party is VIP. I'll be in the car like the stoplight. Like, I don't give a fuck who looking at me, bro. That boy Jamie had another grown man dancing to him. I
He
don't care
did.
shit.
Unpredictable.
That's a good album. I'm gonna be cranking that all day tomorrow. So
that was a good little era.
It was a good time. Good time.
So for me, I had a good rap show and I had a good R&B. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna bring Big Crit back in. I went to see Big Crit a while ago. Me and the wife
we
went,
did too.
and he was at the Fillmore. It was him and I don't know who the first dude was. We missed him, and it was Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign. I was like, why is this nigga on the stage so long?
He's talented. He's good.
I ain't a Ty Dolla $ign fan.
He got a couple jumps.
I'm not with it. I'm like, he to me, he just a feature guy. I mean,
it
is what it is. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
They about to.
But I can't listen. I say I'm here to see Crit, and that's it.
No,
Crit came on the stage, and I'll just say this. I just think he was on the stage way too long. Like it was to the point where like there was no more songs to sing, and he was just like humming and shit. I'm like,
he got a lot of songs. He got a lot of songs, and then he writes for people. I mean,
Ty Dolla is one of the ones on my side.
You on my side.
I am on your side, Paul. But I'm saying he is talented, and there's a lot of shit that he does that a lot of people don't know.
I don't want to hear that.
And he can play instruments and everything.
No, listen, wait, stop the tape. The green. What's the album? What's the album that he had with the green? The green. Oh my god.
You talking about with the little island on it?
Yeah, that one. You could play that joint.
You can play it forwards and backwards.
You're gonna have your get high music. You're gonna have your make love, fuck real good music. You're gonna have everything on that joint. Are you serious?
Everything.
It was all right. Anyway.
Oh my God. You
anyway,
can't
hold on. So
Ty Dolla $ign is good.
No, I'm just saying. I came to see Big Crit.
No, I get it.
I mean, Big Crit did have the crowd hype. Everybody was hyped when he came out.
His performance was electrifying.
No, I believe it.
He played a lot of songs. He had a lot of energy. Like I was just like, is this nigga not tired or like what? And then I had recorded like 6 minutes holding my hand up like this, arms tired as fuck.
Yeah.
But like I was like, I gotta record this because he was going crazy. I don't know if he came out late or not, but the performance was electrifying.
Right, I think he did come out late.
I mean, he did come out late though.
He did.
But you know,
he made up for that.
A lot of people. Ooh, I can't. When we went to go see Cash Money, they was amazing too. That was a good concert.
You went to see Cash Money?
Yeah.
What year was this?
This was a long time ago.
Oh shit!
Might have been 19.
Taking over for the 99
for 2000. It might have been around then.
Damn, you sound just like him. Damn.
Go ahead.
So real quick. So now, ladies, I'll ask Ree first. What is a concert that you wanted to go to but you haven't been to yet?
Oh my God. If I could, it would have to be a Whitney Houston concert from it would have to be a Whitney Houston concert.
That hit me in my chest. Ooh.
From back in the day when I used to watch, I was a huge Whitney Houston fan, and I used to watch her concerts on TV and everything else. But I would definitely love to see her in person. And let me put one more person because it would have to be big and skinny Luther, so I could see them. You know, I would love to. Ooh, it's like a lot of people that I want to see before they pass.
Danies?
Surprisingly enough, I have never been to an Erykah Badu concert.
Hey, high five. That's my pick.
No,
I love me some ED.
But
I can't get the tickets every time I want to. Every time I want to, I don't care how much they cost.
She puts on an amazing show. She puts on an amazing show.
But them Jones, I can't never get them. Either I got military stuff I got to do, I'm gone, or they sold out.
It's always on a day where I can't go. Like it's always on a holiday or something. So I second
you on that one, Danny. Mine would definitely be Miss.
Dang, y'all missing out.
To get an incense. That's a good one. I'm still trying to get an incense. So
I'm taking, listen, look, I'm taking you back old school. I'm taking you back old school.
Yeah.
If I can go back in time, you know what I'm saying? Back to the future on your ass. I'm going to see the Temptations.
Oh, I seen them.
Oh Lord.
I give you that one.
I seen
That's how
them.
I'm coming out that bitch. Oh,
Ain't nobody come to see you,
I'm
Otis.
coming. That's what I'm coming to see. I need an
But
old
y'all know who I
snaps.
did see? I seen the OJs. I seen the oh my gosh, who else did I see? I seen so
And
many
I
old groups, it's
refuse
ridiculous.
to let you go.
Yeah, yeah, and it probably would have to be at the Apollo too. It gotta
Yeah.
be.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
telling you, look, I need the hair slick back. I need all that. I need the original. I
Take
need
me
to be
back to
blending
that
in.
era. Take me back
Yeah,
to that era. That's
yeah.
where I belong.
Ooh, you know what? Jodeci, but the
Ooh,
old one.
but they out now though, Danny.
Ooh,
They been
yeah.
coming.
They
That's
not
what I
the
was getting ready to text you
same
the other day. We
though.
gotta see them.
They not the same though.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
and
Nigga looking
Jagged
crazy
Edge.
now,
Never
bro.
mind.
Oh, Jagged Edge. Don't. Oh, girl, don't get me started.
All right. So we all I get it. The live concerts is like that. I get it. All right. So real quick, man. So I know y'all been watching the verses. Who verses did y'all love, and who's did you hate?
One verse, good one, and the
Well,
best one, the worst one.
well, the best,
Who
the
going
best in my
first?
me, the best
Oh, go ahead.
was Locks and Dipset.
You think that was the best one?
Yes, that shit
Okay.
was entertaining. That was
Say less.
epic. Yeah, that was to me, that was epic.
For
Okay.
real,
What was the worst one then, Danies?
The worst one was damn, the one that just passed, Music and Anthony Hamilton.
Okay. All right,
Dang, a lot of people said
Okay,
that one was
Reed.
good.
Okay, Reed, go ahead, read your turn.
I would have to say, I can't believe that you ain't say Snoop or DMX.
No, I love them, but for me, I love the Locks and Jada. Like they killed it. Like they
Okay,
killed
all
them.
right.
Jada
Like
gonna
that
be
was
Jada.
Yeah,
that
Jada's
was
Jada.
She in New York right now, so she biased. But
that
I
was
get it. I get
that
it.
was
It's
my
okay.
joy.
I get it.
So my favorite one was D'Angelo
What?
Who did
by
he go against?
himself.
I forgot.
I think it was
He
by
didn't
himself.
battle
He was
nobody
by
though.
himself.
But it was amazing. The show was amazing.
That
He
nigga ain't do
just
no
came
how
out
did you
there. He
how does
gave
it
it. I
feel?
mean, I loved it. I was all in.
Oh man.
What was the worst one?
Worst one was John Legend, Alicia Keys. I'm so sorry.
Oh damn! I don't. Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Hello, my baby. That nigga still sound like the WB
Face
frog.
ass.
Why y'all laugh so damn hard when I said that?
Said what?
When I said that Anthony Hamilton and Music was the worst.
We thought the same thing.
Yeah, I was about to say we thought the same thing.
Oh,
That's why we laughed.
We
God damn.
thought
Shut
the
up.
same
What
thing.
the?
We thought the same
They
thing.
thought the
But you
same
know
thing.
what other one was entertaining?
I was more
Bow
so
Wow and Soulja
I was
Boy.
more so let down. I was more
Mhm.
so let down.
Forgot about that.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The Bow Wow Soldier Boy was just
Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. I love that one.
Oh my god, no.
I'll throw. We could throw that one. We could throw them two together because they were both equally as bad. I'm gonna go for the best one for me was Bone and 3-6.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
That was only
good.
because for me, I was
Yes.
like, bro, like that was our
Yes.
era. We came up
Yeah.
on
That
them.
was
So,
good. That one was good.
I mean, it was great, but it's just like, you got two different type of rap niggas going on. So you got tear the club up.
That wasn't even in no competition.
And then you
bro.
got, so it was like, it was just good to see them. You know what I'm saying? Brought
Mhm.
Pat out, all them, but I just thought it was the best worst.
So who do y'all think won?
I just think we
Bone.
won because we was able to witness it.
No, not
3-6
3-6 did
smashed
not
them.
win.
3-6
Bone won.
smashed.
Bone Thugs
Bone won.
that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I know you
Bone
fucking
Thugs
lying.
won that.
Please
Bone
explain.
won.
How?
Explain, please.
How?
What?
Yo,
They can't. They had every single.
First of all,
song. They was
Busy hit a stale dipper before he came out there. And showed
Look,
his ass.
Busy be on his own thing, doing his own thing anyway. They ain't worried about him.
So you mean to tell me that you think Bone Thugs and Harmony has
Yes.
more hits?
I'm not saying more hits. I'm not saying more hits. I'm saying who won that night. They did. 3-6 did not.
I'm sorry. I can't get you down. Hey, but
yeah, because there was.
you
I mean,
entitled to
in
your own
terms
opinion.
of no, real quick though, but in terms if you looked at the crowd, all of the crowd were into Bone Thugs and every
Thugs
single
and
song
Harmony,
they
yeah.
had. They didn't
So it's
have
like
that
6
energy for
songs.
everyone.
The
at
other Jones
3-6.
they was singing it East 19.
3-6 didn't have that energy. Like it was.
Okay.
Yeah, nah.
Okay. Okay. So I understand what you're saying. It was like after a certain point, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
360 play like 8 or 9 songs. Niggas is like, all right, now y'all been playing a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
because they didn't. I mean, I'm not saying Bone has more hits. They don't. But the way that they were doing it and the way that they had their order for each song, they killed that.
It was almost, it was almost like what they did was they was just like, let these niggas let the niggas put all their little crunk shit out early.
Exactly.
And then as
Exactly.
soon as then we'll come in. So yeah, I get what you said. I ain't watched the whole thing. I watched probably 30 minutes after these niggas was about to fight.
Okay. See, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing too.
And honestly, 3-6 didn't play all their hits.
They didn't play all their hits.
They didn't have to though.
They ain't play their hits.
They should have.
There was a lot of shit they missed.
There was a lot of shit they missed.
It was.
But for me, as far as like a good back and forth, good vibe, best verses, I'm talking about like me, I'm in tune, was definitely have to be Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
Oh yes, that was the good one.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about like vibes, like me and wife, we
Yes.
was chilling, we was drinking, we was relaxing, I was singing, wifey was singing, we was chilling.
Yeah.
Worst joke is going to have to be Anthony Hamilton and fucking Music Soul Child. Not because of the songs. It was just like music was doing too much. Fucking
With the
Anthony
ad-libs.
Hamilton was like a fucking slave. Raheem Devon came out that joint looking like a fat, overweight lounge singer.
Oh, no.
It was
The ladies
just-
love him though.
Man,
Yeah, they
Hey,
do.
Raheem Devon, he a good live.
They ain't even cut that
performance,
nigga
too.
mic on.
Low key. He a good live performance.
I seen him live too, but they ain't cut that nigga mic on. And then like that motherfucker was on that joint.
Who was
rubbing
the
his
nigga
stomach.
with the red outfit on?
That's Jack Thriller. That's my man.
This nigga look like a whole ass cup of fucking Kool-Aid up
But
there.
Jack
Oh,
Thriller has
no.
one,
Sugar-free.
Jack Thriller has one eye and is normally like black with the white star in the jump. But he running around with 50 a lap. But he is a fucking animal. He's hilarious. And he was frying fucking
I felt like
Anthony Howard the whole time.
I felt like he would have been a better hype man for more. I don't know, a different verses. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
why
just feel
he
like
was
that
there.
shit
I don't know
didn't
why
match.
he was there, but whatever. All right, cool.
All
They
right,
just was trying to put it together.
Yeah.
Let's get back into this podcasting thing, man. How do y'all come up with ideas for y'all episodes and stuff like that?
Yeah, well,
without giving up too much of y'all secrets, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory because, you know, our niche is all about unsung and underground artists. It's like we're putting focus on those artists. So regardless of whatever the theme we have going on at the moment, it's really surrounded by the artistry and what they're doing. So, you know, like right now, you know, we're doing all about song lyrics and analyzing the song lyrics and stuff, but relating it to our lives. But that's what people do on a daily basis. You listen to a song and you think how it relates to you, you know? So yeah.
That's what's up.
Okay. Miss Parita, anything you want to add to that?
Not so much. You know, I'm normally the one with the episodes and getting the people on. So yeah, it's just based on who we talk to, who we get in contact with, and getting things done. So
how you know who to choose? Like you already just kind of got your eye on some folks and just like, well, let's just wait a little bit. We can try to go at him or her.
Well, basically, majority of the time, like when we first started, we had a list and we just had our eye on a lot of people. So that's how we did it. And I would just reach out and get the people on. So
planning is key.
The planning is good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a terrible planner. Thanks, Rick.
You're welcome. Teamwork makes
terrible planner. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, keep it 100. I don't be. You be like, you ain't get that read. I be like, man, I got the email, man. Shit.
All right, ladies.
That's me. That's me.
So
like,
what's your long-term goal for you guys' podcast?
Long-term goal. Go ahead, Danny.
Oh, okay. So we're really, really excited about open mic night. Like we have lots of ideas, but we really want to do a major like open mic night situation without giving too much news, but it will start in New York for sure. But that is coming up and hopefully we can keep that running. Running.
So you want to do like a live podcast event with open mics.
Exactly.
That's dope.
For sure.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Definitely definitely keep us in tune with that. You know, and
Yeah.
let
Keep us
us
in
know
tune.
what's
We're
going
pulling
with
up
that
for
one.
that.
We'll definitely pull up for that one. That's definitely something different, and I think you guys will be successful with that idea. So, you know,
Thank you
hopefully,
so much.
Thank you so much.
hopefully that works out for you guys, because that's definitely a good idea and something different. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So curveball. Let's say we in a meeting and you sitting next to the leading expert in podcasting. What would you want to ask him?
Mm. Oh my God. So basically, what I would ask them, or Danny's and I would ask them, would probably be like, when you get discouraged, what do you do? Because I know with podcasting, sometimes you have those days where you're like, what are we doing? What are we doing this for? But then you speak to an artist and you like, this is why we doing it. So I would ask them like, what keeps them going? What is your drive? What's your purpose? Like, what's your actually would you just ask us what's your end goal and what do you see in the future for your podcast?
oh, okay, that was a good one.
Cool.
Well, I think for me, and we could second this, like where the money at? Like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
are you profiting?
You ain't lying.
Give us the tools. Can you help us with the tools, the right
yeah.
tools, and just trying to get this money? For real.
It's
real.
man, look, trust me, we definitely invested a lot of money over here to get this thing
Mm.
running, and
Mhm.
and every other day I'm looking like, what other expensive shit can I buy that'll make that'll just make a crispier video or a better sound or this angle, that angle. I'm always looking at that shit. I follow this lady Instagram. They got a podcast, Nikki's and Moose, and the lady Nikki, she usually do a lot of content creator stuff, and she always asks, she'll be like, "So, what you gonna do? What would you do if you actually had this big ass audience that you want? Like, are you prepared? Are you prepared to have a million followers? Like,
Question.
with what you have right now, like, are you prepared to have a million followers? Are you prepared to have a YouTube live and
Mhm.
motherfuckers commenting that shit left and right, left
Mhm.
and right? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Are you prepared for
Mhm.
that?
Mm.
Me? Hell nah.
Yeah,
No,
for sure.
Not even
not
close.
yet, not yet, not yet.
Yeah. It's just
Definitely not yet.
yeah, but it takes a lot of time, and we
It
don't
does.
really have time, especially with having full-time careers and children, and I imagine with you marriages, and it's a huge commitment. Everyone's just like, oh, enjoy your expensive hobby, but I mean, I mean, I know that y'all love what y'all do, and we do too. So we're gonna keep doing this thing until we get it right.
Yeah, we are going right into the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of led into the next question. So with everything going on, like how do you both of you balance work life and podcasting?
I can say, give me 1 second, because my full-time job. Turn the stove off, please. Thank you. Okay, so as
Turn
you
the
can see,
stove
I'm
off.
actually cooking dinner. Sada, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Turn the stove, turn the oven off. Yes. As you can see, it's a lot. Like
It's
I'm
a lot.
cooking dinner and trying to do everything. It's tough. It's tough. But for the most part, I think like between us two, communication is really important. It's like if we got the time and we're, looking at our schedules and making it work, that's really what it takes, is just scheduling. And that's all you could do. Really just schedule your life. That's how you balance it.
Exactly.
Is that why you guys choose to do seasons?
I wouldn't say that.
No.
No, see, I think what it is if you follow it, we have changed the themes
Each
since we
season.
started.
Right.
So
Yes,
like
I've seen that.
yeah, so when we first started, it was really just like getting to know who we were, and then it was like interview based. And then we moved into like the old school, new school type of thing, celebrating old school, new school. Then third season, it was really more about like unsung artists and really
Hmm.
interviewing like people, like fresh talent. And then now we're doing song lyrics. But you know, it's like to run it through like for a long period of time. It, you know, it gets boring, you know,
Yeah.
and predictable. So we like to make shorter seasons or make it into seasons so it can keep the attention of our people.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't think I can do no season. I just got to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
How many episodes do y'all have in a season? Does
So-
it change, or
It
y'all have like
ranges.
it just all depends on what's happening for that time frame?
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
like our first season, I think we had like 20 something episodes. And then the second season was about 20 as well. The third was a little, I would say like 10 or 12 episodes. So yeah, it just depends.
Yeah.
Do you feel, based off of that, do you feel that you have a better response from your audience from more episodes or less episodes?
Well,
Ooh.
I honestly can say I think they're excited to see more based on like the space, because we do take a break. Like we'll run through 6 months?
Yeah.
Maybe like 5 months, and then we'll take a break, like a month or two, literally,
Okay.
and then we'll come back. So it's usually literally winter, summer, like that. And so, but a lot of people speak to us and they're just like, who's on it? Like they're always like, all right, who's next? What's next? What's coming?
Yeah.
What's next?
Y'all
So
lying.
That's good too, man. That's good. Like I'll get like messages, sports stuff. You know, I do cover a bit of local sports or whatever foolery going on in the leagues nowadays. Like I'll get a message saying, "Man, I can't wait to hear your take on this," or like some local stuff, because that's usually the main stuff that we cover when we don't have a guest. It's usually some sports stuff, some local DMV shit going on, some fathering, some husband wife shit. We usually that's usually what we're covering.
right.
So I just think in that aspect of kind of having those that we can go every week if need be. It's good. It's definitely good to have guests. You know what I mean? Because I think we would probably want to drive if it was just us after a certain point. I'd be like, all right, nigga, you look, let's try again next week. You know what I'm saying? But I think we'll reevaluate when we get to 100 episodes if I want to take a break on that. But hopefully we want to take a break. But for now, we're just gonna keep on pushing.
No, that's major though. Like y'all really close. So I'm excited for you. I'm really like I seen you from the ground up. So
I know it was crazy in the beginning.
Really
like I went and just went back a few times, man, and just listened to in the beginning where I think I'm talking through a mic whole time. I'm talking through the computer, and then I got two of my mans. We out on my deck. With the mic set up outside. It's hot as fuck. It's like a summer night. And we think we talking through the mics. We just talking through one mic, my mic, man. It just sounds so crazy. To now, like just a YouTube university, man. I had to take a couple courses, man, and just it's amazing what you learn, man. I also learned, it took me a long time to figure it out. That a lot of these successful podcasters, and I ain't talking about people who that's celebrities and started one, like people like us who started from zero and then went all the way up, man. Them dudes had 200, 300 episodes, man.
Yeah.
And then that shit start coming in. But at that point, you done kind of figured out
everything.
You done kind of figured everything out. What you gonna do? What you're good at? What you're bad at? What you probably shouldn't be talking about? Who your audience is? Your guests? Your setting? You have all that shit figured out by then. So
I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, so I love it though, man. I love it. I was definitely a bit discouraged before. I asked Rick to come be a host with me. I was running dry. Daniel, I talked to you a couple of times. Like, man, this shit ain't it. This ain't P.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It takes time. It takes time and patience.
No, it do, but I tell you one thing, that 100th episode gonna be lit.
100th episode will be lit. Listen, look, I had no alcohol in about 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I'm gone dry. I ain't had no. I gotta go a month without alcohol at least.
Right.
At least
18 days, buddy.
It's coming.
You fasted?
No, wow. I had a little health scare, so I had to kind of change up. I was moving around here a little greasy.
Wow, that's wow.
Yeah. Nothing life threatening, but
that nigga had gout.
Yeah, I had the big foot out here.
That nigga.
Oh wow.
He has the diet of a nigga, and we went out to eat and splurged, and he fucking suffered the consequences, and he had to change his diet.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So I had no alcohol. So I've been practicing the herbal methods of our late great ancestors.
Okay.
And it's been holding me down for now.
Thank God. Okay. Thank God you okay. I ain't heard that since Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, we all right. So look, y'all said y'all got a little daily segment. You say y'all got something y'all do on y'all show. It's just y'all thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic over to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do y'all thing.
Okay.
Alrighty. So actually right now, we're going to be doing something that's called the Ooh Captain's Log. So are you ready?
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
You see my face? I wish I could zoom in on that shit. We ready?
Ugly boy.
We competitive over here.
So welcome to the Oouu Pod.
So welcome to the Oouu Pod, where we're overly obsessed, unsung, and underground. So are you ready? We always start off with the trivia game.
Okay. Oh shit.
I'm a sore loser. I'm telling you right now.
You say you're a sore loser?
I'm a sore loser.
All right. Well, so right now we're going to have, of course, with the captain's log, we're going to have you name a couple artists, anybody that you know whose name start with the letter C.
Currency.
No, wait a minute. You can't start yet. You can't start yet. You have to give us as many names as you can think of within 1 minute.
1 minute. Wow.
Ready?
Ready?
Is this a team effort or is it just him going by himself and then me?
Yeah, you think it'll be a team effort.
Okay, all right.
Ready?
You ready?
So I'm gonna shoot some out first. Then you come in.
No, they stalling. They thinking.
No.
We ready.
We're waiting for the timer. You said a minute. We waiting for the timer. All right,
go. Currency.
Charlie
Chief
Wilson.
Keef,
Chameleon.
Come on, Dad. What's going on?
I don't know. I'm thinking the songs. Songs are coming in my head.
Charlie Baltimore.
He's scratching.
Don't count.
He's scratching.
It's almost time. Get ready to come out now.
I can't.
That's it. We only got 5.
Yeah.
No,
come on. Keep going.
You got some
I'm
time.
thinking like
Come on,
Cash
you got
Money
some
Records,
time.
but that's not a group.
We can't
That's
do that. C Murder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God. How did I forget C Murder?
CeeLo? Is it?
Yeah, CeeLo. CeeLo.
17 seconds.
Yep.
Come on. We need more.
Sierra.
Damn, I ain't thinking about the women.
7 seconds.
Fuck. That's it.
I can't think of that. You looking at the fucking
wall. Got shit in here.
That
was terrible.
Damn. But I've never. But it's just like how many people?
Niggas don't name
y'all
themselves
did
by no
good, though.
C no
Y'all
more.
did good. You got
And then like
7.
now I'm like, damn,
You got
the Commodores. I'm like the Commodores is in my head now. Chuck Brown.
See?
How disrespectful.
Come
Shout out
on.
to rest in peace,
Cassie.
Man, you got to throw that one in.
Case.
Let's do an extra one.
Yeah.
Since their names is Rob and
And Rick.
Let's do ours. But y'all got 30 seconds.
Yep.
Ours.
Starting now.
Damn.
R. Kelly, Rick Ross, Ruben Studdard,
Sorry.
Romeo.
Yeah. What's that nigga name?
Come on, bro. Fuck. It gotta be a lot. Rihanna.
I'm saying stupid shit like Rude Boy.
You ain't said not one.
I ain't say nothing yet. Not yet. I can't think
Damn.
of
Hell.
Y'all
What's
forgot
some
the
R
Roots.
ones though? What's some R
Where the
ones?
Roots at?
Who? The
I
Roots.
thought you were gonna count the T. The
The Roots. But what's another artist though?
Rico Nasty.
I don't listen.
I don't listen to it. It's R.
Next slide.
It's on
I
there.
don't listen to Rico Nasty.
Y'all did
disrespect.
good though. With that
Y'all
one,
did
y'all only got 5. But
Okay.
you know, that's a little bit of part of our daily segment with what we do when we talk to our artists, which is something that everybody loves.
Mm.
It's fun, interactive.
I like that.
All right, that was pretty sweet. I caught us off.
I felt like I was at fucking Chili's or Outback with a little fucking gamepad.
I'm glad you didn't tell me. I'd have had 38 names on a piece. Like shit. Like, hey Google, give me
right. You would have
Googled
that.
Yeah, you can't do that. You don't have time.
I like that. I like that.
Well, that's all the questions. That's all we got for y'all, man. Y'all were a great conversation. You guys got any questions for us?
Ree, you got one?
Definitely. So, where did Captain's Log come from?
I'm glad you asked that.
This nigga.
Captain's Log came from IG stories that I used to do every day commuting to work, and it was like Star Trek. So they'd be like Captain's Log, Stargate 1, 2, 3. So I would get off the train. I would always be on the train. I would see some goofy shit or some crazy shit or something. I would always be like, Captain's Log, I'm on the train. This nigga do. And I would do it for maybe a minute, 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? All broke up in segments. And I have been doing it for like 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And not paying attention that I was like low-key growing an audience. Yep. You know what I'm saying? To the point where pandemic hit and they was like, bro, you should start a podcast, man. I'm just saying. And I got to come up with a name. It's like, you got a name. You got it. So when people hear it, they be like, you know what I'm saying? Especially because we switched the logo, so my face is not on it. So people don't really they don't know what they're getting into when they when they see it and they click it now. So the views is up.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I love that. I love that.
Well, my question is, how do you guys know each other?
Exactly.
So I'll go ahead with that story. So it's crazy, right? So it's small world, and then it ended up turning into a whole family thing. So I was playing video. So we play video games. So we were playing PlayStation with a friend of mine that I met, and then come to find out, we was just like, damn, well, I played with this person and yada yada yada. So we started playing video games together, and come to find out that we all live in the same area. But then, my wife had knew a friend of his, because they were in the motorcycle club and stuff like that. And then it just started clicking after that. Kids play together now. You know what I mean? We every family function, we at either somebody's house or we doing something, birthdays or whatever. So it just turned into a, like a whole brother thing now at this point. So it started from the PlayStation sticks on to the fucking
Gamers Unite.
Yeah. Now to laughing at this motherfucker because he thinking that he done kicked something because we were drunk. Or he thought we were drunk.
I'm funny, bro. That's as simple as that. He
got but it's crazy. So he called me the next day. He was like, man, he said, were we drunk last night? I'm like, no, we weren't drunk. We was sober and shit. He was like, man, my fucking foot hurt. Bro, I don't know what the fuck.
I thought it was broke. It like that shit. Like your foot feels like it's broke. There's like, so much.
I don't know what the fuck you did from the time that you dropped me off.
Uric acid pushing up on the joints. It's kind of like separating.
Oh wow.
Swell, yeah. So when your body swell, it's trying to heal itself, but nah. So that's just no red meat.
But no, other than that, it just continued to grow since then. And then I just feel like as time goes on, like our kids play a lot more than what they normally did, you know what I mean? And I feel like that we're getting closer, our families are getting closer. So that's pretty much what it is right now.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Well, yeah.
Anything else?
Definitely. Who's your favorite unsung artist?
Well, Currency he's my most favorite artist, like ever. Like I started listening to him when I was in Marines. Fresh out of boot camp, 2003, 4, you know what I'm saying? Covert Coop. It was just like, damn, this little beat shot groovy. And I wasn't really feeling this flow, but I was like, damn, he kind of fucking his beat up a little bit. And then he just kept coming out with shit. And then he just kept coming out. And I'm like, bro, this nigga was dropping like 10 mixtapes a year to the point where he's doing what he has to do to keep me, to keep me busy. And I follow Alchemist, his last album, The Continuance. Alchemist produced it, and he was just getting interviewed, and he was like, yeah, man, like they was in the studio and they had recorded a song, and Currency was like, hey, put that out now.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do. He likes to put it out now right away.
He's like, I got an audience waiting for me. He's like, put it out now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like somebody who really, really like is into their craft like that shit.
And he did it
So
that
were you
night and put it out
listening?
that same time.
Were you listening to him when he was like rocking with Lil Wayne, or more when he was by himself?
He was by himself. Like a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, Weekend at Bernie's." I ain't come in then. I didn't come in that far back. I came in kind of when he really started to choose. Like these are the producers I'm working with. This is the sound that I'm projecting. I'm keeping it like this. I call it groovy tunes. And then you know what I'm saying. Like he did a joint with Wiz. You know, I had food with Wiz. You know what I'm saying. Not just none of his radio stuff.
Taylor,
you know what I'm saying?
Gang.
Like when he really do his little smoke weed shit, he ain't saying nothing.
Yeah,
He ain't talking about shit, but he just rocking with the beat. I really, you know what I'm saying, clung on to him. The last joint he came out with, Wiz Got Wings. A lot of people didn't like his shit.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like Wiz.
It was just groovy. And Larry June kind of came in. We were in California, and my buddy kept playing, and I was like, bro, I don't want to hear this shit. But then I started to hear some of his more groovy stuff, and I was like, oh, he used Cardo. So then I just, did my research, and I looked, and he's got a shit ton of albums and mixtapes out too. So I was like, I could just, circle back on these three. So, but I couldn't pick an order, but Currency will be number one, and then them two niggas can fight for number two.
So for me, everybody that I deemed as underground or now mainstream, but after me and Book started hooking up, I started upping my taste for music, because I don't listen to the radio. You know what I mean? Like normally I just put some shit on that I feel like listening to, and I'm going. But I have listened to Currency a lot recently, and Larry June probably like the past 6 months. So those two would definitely be my underground artists. But other than that, like I said, like me, half the time I don't even know who's coming out with a CD until Book says something. So I just be on the move, you know what I mean? And then when it comes out, and I was like, all right, it was like, oh yeah, have you heard such and such? It's like, nope, I'll put it in while I'm on my way to work or while I'm working out, and then we'll talk about it, whatever, and then we keep moving on to the next one. So
yeah.
I try to stay on top of whatever,
I'm guilty. I'm guilty when it comes to stuff like
that. Okay. Anything else?
Nah, I think we good. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen.
This was awesome.
Oh God.
You know what time it is.
This is his daily segment.
Okay.
Every segment I have a fucking dad joke.
Oh my God.
Yes. Dad joke is here. It's a good one too, I think. It goes along with music. So I picked this one. He always does this, right? So what Boog does, Boog is going to sit there. He's going to turn his back. He's going to act like he doesn't care. Then he's going to cry laughing. And it's always a good one. So what did the fork say to the spoon?
What did the fork say to the spoon? And it's music related? What did the fork say to the spoon?
You ready?
I don't know.
I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you, Kitchens.
Oh my God. No.
Oh my God.
No.
You know the crazy thing about the dad jokes, I be forgetting. I'll be like, well, maybe I end the shit real quick, man.
Yeah,
they be like, no.
He be trying to escape. Luckily, I normally have two. I only got one.
He broke it down to one. He been sparing me. Well, listen, you guys were great.
Yes,
great conversation.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
it.
Thank you, guys.
Let the people
Thank
know
you so much.
Let the people know where they can find your social media handles.
Go ahead, Ree.
Okay, we can be found on IG under the Oouu Pod, or also we can be found Doobie Raps Duo. Also, we're on Facebook, the Oouu Pod. We're on YouTube, also the Oouu Pod as well. Danies, anyone else I'm missing? I know we on everything.
Nope. You could just find us on Apple Podcasts and also Spotify. That's where most of our people are listening to us. Or you could just go to our website, www.doobierapsduo.net.
That's what's up. And there you have it, ladies. Again, it was an absolute pleasure speaking to you guys this evening. Enjoyed the conversation. Even though I'm not into the music, but I love music. So, that defines who I am. So I appreciate it.
He's trying to open his eyes out here. All right, y'all.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.